Mahavira, born Vardhamana, was a seminal figure in ancient Indian spiritual history. He was born around 599 BCE in the city of Kundagrama, in present-day Bihar, India. His father, Siddhartha, was the chief of the Kshatriya clan called the Nada, and his mother, Trishala, was from the powerful Lichavi clan. The birth of Vardhamana was marked by auspicious signs. His mother dreamt of 16 dreams, which were interpreted as foretelling the arrival of a significant spiritual leader. From birth, Vardhamana was surrounded by opulence and privilege, growing up in a royal setting with all the comforts that wealth could afford. His early years were characterized by an inherent gentleness and a disposition toward contemplation, setting him apart from other children of his age. Despite the luxuries, Vardhamana exhibited a natural inclination towards simplicity and compassion. At the age of 30, Vardhamana made a momentous decision. After the death of his parents and reflecting deeply on the transient nature of life and suffering, he chose to renounce his princely life. He left his palace, family, and the comforts of royal life to embrace a life of asceticism. His renunciation was marked by extreme austerity and severe penance. He gave up all material possessions, including clothing, and took on the life of a wandering ascetic. For 12 years, Mahavira wandered through northern India, enduring rigorous self-discipline and renouncing all worldly attachments. He embraced the principles of non-violence, ahimsa, truthfulness, satya, non-stealing, asteya, chastity, brahmacharya, and non-possessiveness, aparigraha. During this period, he engaged in deep meditation and self-reflection, confronting and overcoming various physical and spiritual challenges. After 12 years of intense meditation and ascetic practices, Mahavira attained enlightenment, or Kevala Jnana, under a sal tree in the village of Jambuka. This moment of spiritual realization brought him profound insights into the nature of existence and the principles governing the universe. He became known as a Jina, or conqueror, having triumphed over all worldly desires and illusions. His enlightenment established him as a revered spiritual teacher, and he began to share his insights with others. Following his enlightenment, Mahavira dedicated the rest of his life to teaching and spreading his philosophy. His teaching centered on the 5 Great Vows, Mahavratas, which are ahimsa, non-violence, avoiding harm to any living being, whether in thought, speech, or action; satya, truthfulness, committing to honesty and integrity in all aspects of life; asteya, non-stealing, refraining from taking anything that is not freely given; brahmacharya, chastity, practicing self-control and celibacy; aparigraha, non-possessiveness, renouncing material possessions and attachments. Mahavira's teachings emphasize that liberation, moksha, could be achieved by following these principles, leading to the ultimate liberation of the soul from the cycle of birth and rebirth, samsara. His message of non-violence was radical for its time and appealed to many who were disillusioned by the prevailing social and religious practices.